Hey everyone, this is Anastasia Papanikolaou from One Cosmic Heart, onecosmicheart.net. I feel like when I say my name, I'm singing it. Anastasia Papanikolaou. It's very sing-songy. So today I wanted to read two testimonials. It's actually from the same person, and I have done part one before, so this may be familiar for some folks. Um, But the second testimonial came in from the same person, and it came in about 5 to 6 months after the session. And I just have done one session with this person. So just have worked one time for 1 hour with her. And I'm really just going to read them to you. I'll give you a little bit of a little backstory of how I met her and things like that. But I'm just really going to read off my page and then off my phone for the second one because I think it's really exciting. So, and I'm really thrilled for her. Um, Hopefully my phone won't go off, but if it does, we'll just take a quick pause. So I met this woman at a women's camp that I go to every September, and it's in New Hampshire. So it's a women's retreat, and I've worked with her in the past doing some other modalities. This was the first year that she did a SuperConnection session with me, which is what we're talking about now. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, it's a modality that I do that uses a pendulum and different charts to see where people may be blocked or stuck. And then we work to unstick those things and release them and have you have more a sense of more freedom, whether that's in your life, in your mind, in your body, in your emotional space, but it really frees up a lot of energy and helps people move forward. So let me read this to you. And I did want to say, so I've talked about her before, and she does give me her first name with her permission. So her name is Kate. This is on my website under testimonials. If you're looking for it, you go to the button that says schedule or book a session, and then there's another tab under that that says testimonials. So I'm trying to think because we did the session. I saw her the very next day. She was actually packing her car up to leave. The retreat wasn't over just yet, but she had something come up at home, so she had to leave a little early. And I just, I checked in. I said, "Hey, how are you feeling? Did you notice anything that you wanted to share with me?" And she said she did. She said that things had shifted for her. She didn't go into detail, but she said that she felt really good. And I had asked her at that point if she would be willing to write a testimonial for me. And she said that she wouldn't mind doing that. So she went home and typed that up. But while we were standing there, she was packing her car up. And while we were standing there, and I think this is so cute, she was like, "I really thought it was a bunch of bullshit. I didn't really know what to expect, but I think at some point she was like, yeah, this is just a bunch of bull." Um, but she went with it because she's known me, like I said, for 5 or 6 years, had done some other modalities with me, and um, had felt the level of trust and connection with me. So she wanted to try this. So these are her words. This first one is up on my website, and I will put the second one up. I thought I had done that already, but I haven't. So I will put that up. So she writes, "I had been feeling a little heavy-hearted and disconnected and not sure why. I went away for an annual wellness retreat and had the opportunity to consult with Anastasia for a super connection session. Honestly, I was more than skeptical that it would have any value for me." She left out the part where she said she thought it was bullshit, but I'm just teasing her. Okay, back to the testimonial. "It was an extremely interesting session, and as always, it was a delight to spend some time with the charismatic and intuitive Anastasia. I went away from the session thinking the only benefit I got was food for thought. The reason I felt compelled to write this is because I am in awe of the benefit of this one session for me. The results were so totally unexpected that I am still amazed. I feel lighter, more confident, healthier, and more in control of my emotions and feelings. Someone that I see often just commented that she thought I looked younger and was wondering if I had a new exercise regime or something else. I don't, but I had to share with her that I feel this super connection session with Anastasia was life-changing for me. I was also in awe of the fact that after I had the session, I also had the opportunity to consult with a noted astrologer who surprisingly enough said some of the exact same words, and exact as in caps, and focused on the exact same people that Anastasia had brought up. Just a coincidence? I don't think so. I would highly recommend this amazing practitioner and that everyone should have at least one super connection session with her. You can thank me later, which is really sweet. So she wrote that in September. I might have gotten it at the end of September or early November. I'm not sure. So here is an email that I got from her. I want to say sometime in February. Could have been early March, but I think February. Okay, so hi Anastasia. Hope everything is well with you and you are having a good winter. For some reason, you have been on my mind a lot lately. I felt the need to let you know, even in 6 months since our super connection session, I am still feeling the effects. Isn't that amazing? The shift in my life is nothing short of life-changing. Since our session, I have felt something that is difficult to describe. It's almost like I have a shield of protection around me, and I have moved through my days feeling so much lighter and yet grounded in the world. Some of the things that used to be issues for me just seem to be background noise, and I find myself wondering why I ever worried about them. I had copied down some of the words and phrases that you gifted to me and framed them and recite them to myself daily and actually believe, and believe is in caps, and actually believe them. And it has given me a strength that I didn't realize was in me all along. Yay. Somehow, even writing these words sounds a little far-fetched because, as you know, I was incredibly skeptical before the session. I also have a regular yoga practice and have for years, and some might say that is the reason for the change I feel. But I can tell you without a doubt that the change happened for me immediately after our session and has continued to grow. There's a tiny bit more. So I hope this encourages you to continue this important work. What a gift you are giving to the world. Hope you will be at camp again in the fall. I'm planning to be there. Be well, my friend, and know that words aren't enough to express the gratefulness I feel to you for the change you have facilitated in my life. Love, Kate. So I feel very, very blessed. Really not, it's not so much in receiving of that, although it's a lot of, sorry guys, just looking for any comment if there are any, super grateful for the testimonial, but even more so for the shift that was able to provide for her. So that's really why I do the work, is because I have found such a benefit for myself. I do it for myself and on myself. And when I hear stories like that, and it's I hear them all the time when I work with people. People often, if I'm working with them in front of me, I can see their reaction and they'll have a visceral reaction to something that I said that means something to them, and we're able to shift it right then and there on the spot, or sometimes with a little bit of work afterwards. But this is really meant to just clear on the spot for people. And yeah, I do. I give really the credit to the work and the connection to source and spirit that I'm able to have when I'm working with someone. and it works just as strongly and there's the same impact as if I'm working with people remotely. So whether that's over the phone or Skype, WhatsApp, Zoom, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be present right in front of me for it to work. I just make that connection with you and we're off and running. So I have posted some other videos, and if you're interested in learning more, you can go to the website, which is onecosmicheart.net. There are more testimonials there. There is a section that's just for unlimited. I'm sorry, that's my other modality. So there's a whole page on SuperConnection, and you can read a little bit more about the process if you're curious about that. And if anyone is interested in booking a session, you can check out my availability. I wish everyone a really, really fantastic day. The sun is shining here where I am. So if you're able to go out and grab some vitamin D, I encourage you to do that. So lots of love, lots of blessings, and until the next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.